Hey everyone, it's Chris on the channel, and today this is going to be my first video of 2023. Well, and also now that you've seen, like, already got the first video of 2023, this is going to be my first item of 2023. And I just received from eBay today, and when I just got home, I just got this one off of eBay today, and it's going to be my first purchase of 2023. And you can tell, this is another machine that I got, and if you already saw the Sony TC105 video that I just restored, I just got another one that I just picked up today, and I hope this is going to be a lot better than those other reel-to-reel tape recorders that I ever had in my collection. So, without further delay, let's cue the drum roll and see what it is. Let's see if I can unbox this thing and see how this thing goes. Ready? Here we go. Alright. Moment of truth. Full of paper on here. Wait, another box. Okay. Another box. I'm gonna open this real quick here, but all right. Now that takes care of. Now, for the big reveal. Ready? Here we go. Here it is. You're looking at, here it is. Presenting the Panasonic reel-to-reel tape recorder. And this is a model number is RS-765US. Yeah, you can see it's a lot of scribbling just included here, but it's got your line output, aux input. It's a little dirty on there. This is a much better model. This is one of the nicer models than what you see on other other reel-to-reel tape recorders. This was one of the many models that was made by Panasonic. There was also an RS-765US that has all the buttons included. Everything has the same features included. But on this one, this is the RS-765 model, 765US. It's got your here's what you see here. It's got the record level control with a power switch. Where you can turn it on, you can see it's got your power switch and record level controls on the right channel. And I know this needs to be fixed a little bit. And you got your rewind, stop, play, pause, fast forward. It's got your hubs. Yeah, it's a little bit dirty, but it needs some cleaning. It's a bit dusty, but this needs a little bit of cleaning. And your switch for your it has your 3 speeds. It's 1 7/8, 3 3/4 inches per second, and 7.5. It says notice change speed only when function lever is in the stop position. Looks pretty cool. It's got your Panasonic logo. Yep, this one needs to be re-glued. And then of course you have to see what's inside. Second. You gotta take this off a little bit, so hold on a second. What you see what there is. Ugh. have to see what this looks like. Yeah, it looks like it's a little tight. Oh, it's got your, yeah, I can't able to get this thing off. So this one needs to be cleaned off a little bit. It's got your headphone jack, you got your microphone for the left and right channels, and it's got the original hub. It's got the mechanism is included here. It looks like it's perfectly working fine. And there you go. And this one I have to see if I can reattach the glue back in and see. We're gonna do a little bit of test. So let's see if this thing works. And by the way, as you can tell on the side, there's no speaker. This one doesn't even have a speaker. A similar model to this one has a speaker, but this one does not. Check and see if this thing works, but let's see if I can first plug it in. Let's see if I can probably see if this thing should work. When you turn on the machine, let me see if this thing goes. Once you turn on the machine, I'm going to stop this video right now and see what it does. Okay, the unit is turned on. It looks like it's working perfectly, but looks like the pieces just fell off or something when it's on. All right, let's see how this thing goes when it's in play mode. Yeah, I have to move the pinky so it will not shut off completely. It does not rewind. It plays fine. Yep. It does not rewind. All right. That's kind of strange. That's kind of weird. They didn't have any rewind. It does not rewind. So let me see if I can test the tape and see what it is. All right. Let's see if I can test this out. See, it's playing. And it does not rewind. See that? It's pretty noisy. When it's on rewind, it does not rewind. Alright. We'll see if I have to fix this thing and see if this thing... I'll have to try testing this thing and see if this thing works. We're going to stop the video right now and see if I can do some repairs and see if I can get this thing to work. Alright? We'll have to see if I can get a demonstration to see if I can get this thing running, okay? So, stand by. We'll see what was wrong with that. Maybe we'll see what the inside looks like. Hold on a second. Alright. It's finally taken apart right now. Let's see what it does. It's got, here it is. This is what the inside looks like. It's the same mechanism found on this one, like on all Panasonic models. It's got the same exact mechanism, and except this one is fine, but you can tell yes, it has the level meters are fine, and of course you got your stuff in here. The buttons are in here, but who cares? It's got the buttons around here somewhere. Yep, this is one in here, but so it's got the buttons, or everything is included here, and it's got the idler wheels are still intact. Same goes in here. And what's inside? I found what was inside. The original belt looks like it's shot right through the motor pulley right there. See, this is completely shot right there. It's the original belt. Yeah. I hope if I can find another replacement for this unit. So see if I have to get this thing to work. But yes, that means the original belt is shot. I'll think about see if I have the original belt or in the Akai units. So let's see if I can find one of these. And I have some belts that I have it in my stash and see what this thing goes. So I'm gonna stop the video now. I'll have to look for a belt that it's gonna fit right there and see how this thing should work. So hold on a second. All right, I went to the to the Akai 1721W, when I first installed a belt for the counter, it was kind of like replacing a loose belt. But this one, I just found a belt from an Akai 1721W for a counter. So guess what? I installed the belt. I replaced the belt. I replaced the original belt because it was completely dead. And now I installed a new belt, a much better belt. And see how this thing rewinds. There you go. Now it's finally working. Let's see if I can put this thing back together and see how it lives. So hold on a second, and we'll have to, first I'll have to put this thing back together, and we're gonna do a little bit of a test. So stand by. All right, now I finally put it back together. After all the fixings, I cleaned the heads, demagnetized the heads, I cleaned the pinch roller, and I did the best as I could. And of course, I put everything back together. I sprayed with contact cleaner using this, which is the QD electronic cleaner. I just sprayed the volume pots on the machine. I just sprayed with, I cleaned the pots because the old one was kind of dirty, so I had to clean this off. All the adjustments has been made. I did some test recordings, and I also connected to this karaoke machine, which is a My Little Pony karaoke machine, which has the aux input, connected to the headphone jack. And now, let's give this a little bit of a final test run. See if this thing works.
Waiting's hard to do, so we test our talents everywhere until our faces glue. We are the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Looks like the left channel is off.
Who we are, and we will never stop the journey, not until we have our cutie marks. We are the Cutie Mark Crusaders. On a quest to find out who we are.
It does look fine because it looks like this thing is way off.
Not until we have our cutie marks.
Yeah, it's working perfectly, but it was when I test recording it, it does not look right to me. But you can see here, it's not looking too bad. But see, the cover is not come off. Like I said, yeah, can't have the head cover doesn't come off good. So I did some testing purposes, but I want to use that. Maybe first I gotta go back, pull this apart, and do some little bit of a testing. So rewind works good. So let's see if I can test it with the pre-recorded tape. Looks like pre-recorded tape looks okay, but see if they have the meter.
Will not let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight, quite seen of us. Therefore I have increased him along with us to watch the minutes of this night. Again, this apparition comes, he may approve our eyes and speak to us.
Hush, 'twill not appear. Sit down a while. And let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified.
Yeah, it looks like the volume is too low, but set it on higher position. It's too low. So let's see what this thing
Most
goes.
observant watch so nightly toils the
See,
subject of the
it
man.
works on the right channel output. I connected to the aux output to the input.
Why such
See if this
impressive
plays.
ship whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What
I
must
actually
be told
checked to see if
that
it
this sweaty haste
if
that
it's
we
doing
can
its
light
thing,
won't
but
labor with the day.
it works
Who is it that can
fine.
inform
But
me?
That's
for
the
now,
way. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king.
oh, you hear that little buzzy noise.
Was, as you know,
Not
by
sure it
courting
was a
wrath of
capacitor
Norway,
or what is
on
it.
by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet, for though this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay this Fortin brand, who by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry,
If they work, 7.5 inches per second. This is 1 7/8 inches per second. 3 3/4 inches per second.
Against the witch.
7.5 inches per second. And there you go, and that's rewind. There you go. That's the final test of this Panasonic RS-765US. Very nice looking machine. This is the first time I actually never came across this one, because I know there are similar models to the Panasonic models. This was one of the many models that made by Panasonic from probably late 60s, early 70s, I believe. It uses the mechanism that looks exactly like, but there were many different variations of this Panasonic unit. There was another one that was made under different names. There was a Penncrest, there was a JCPenny version, which was labeled the Penncrest, and another one that was labeled as Magnavox. Yeah, those are two different names that was using Panasonic parts. But yes, they use the exact same mechanism, like the one you see on under two different names. There was another version of it that was made under Magnavox and Penncrest, under many different variations of this machine. And this is one of the many. This is probably the best of the bunch. That you can tell it's better than the Akai, and it's way better than the Sony. This one's a Panasonic, but I'm glad it's finally working right now. So now I'm going to do some little bit of a microphone test, and of course we'll do some work on the other stuff. We'll have to do this a little bit later. So we'll stop the video and we'll come back. We're going to do a little bit of a microphone test. All right, let the Cutie Mark Crusaders talk when playing in this run. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of a test.
I'm Applebloom, and this is Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo, and we are the Cutie Mark Crusaders. This is a recording test with the Panasonic RS-765US reel-to-reel tape recorder. That's right, Applebloom. This machine is a C5, and I am recording at 7.5 inches per second. And it's a much better sound quality, and it sounds not too bad. And Scootaloo will switch it to 3 3/4 inches per second. Recording at 3 3/4 inches per second, and it has much of a similar quality than faster speed. It sounds pretty darn good. Now let Applebloom record at 1 7/8 inches per second. Finally, I'm recording at 1 7/8 inches per second, and it is a much faster speed, and it can record longer for up to 6 hours on an 1800 foot reel, 8 hours on a 2400 reel, and 2 hours on a 1200 reel. It can record all-time radio shows as well. So let's switch back to 7.5 inches per second. That concludes the recording test. So let's play our new song on this tape recorder. Look here, our 3 little ponies, ready to sing for this crowd. Listen up, 'cause here's our story. I'm gonna sing it very loud. When you're a younger pony and your flank is very bare, feels like the sun will never come when your cutie mark's not there. So the 3 of us fight the fight. There is nothing that we fear. We'll have to figure out
Wow. There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I am recording this using Uberduck, and I know it sounds not too bad for this. It sounds a little bit low when recording this unit, this machine. You can hear that little scratchy sound in the background. Well, we apologize for that. I'll have to think about, maybe I'll have to go back and fix some of this stuff and to get rid of that scratchy pots. Yeah, these are all, yeah, it's got some little bit of problems you hear, that you can hear from this unit. Yeah, you can hear how there's a little scratch, but I hope to see if I can think about fixing the left channel on this unit. So hopefully we'll get this thing working and see if this thing touches up and see how things works pretty cool. So hope you'll enjoy the demonstration of the Panasonic RS-765US reel-to-reel tape recorder. This is the first time I actually have never owned it before, but this is so glad I finally got it. There is a similar version to this. Yeah, like I said earlier, there was also a version of this model. Originally, it had a power button originally, so they switched it to the volume control on the right channel, which is the off switch. Where this has actually the right channel, the power switch is on the right channel instead of the button right there. So I might think about maybe I'll have to do some repair, some minor work, and I'll have to get this thing restored to get this thing working. So hope you all enjoy this video. If you enjoy the video, just leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and hope you all enjoy it, and I'll catch you again later. And thanks for watching, and this is Chris, and I will catch you later. And I forgot one more thing before I go. Just to give you a little quick update to tell you. After I finished the video, I decided to go take it apart again. I have to look underneath this machine, this unit. The motor is still running fine, but when I checked it, all of a sudden I saw there was that little screw right underneath the circuit board where it is. Probably right one of the circuit board that was underneath. It's just a little trimmer pot. So it has the little set screw on there. So I had to adjust it, the one that was using playback levels. So what I did adjusted it, and it fixed the job. So everything works. So let's see how it sounds. I fixed the left channel, but now it works. See that? I fixed the left channel on there because I use a screw, that little set screw, so I had to do is adjusted it to get this thing fixed. So now it's working. Alright? There you go. Just a little quick tip for you. So, and that's it.